Hello everyone. So my name is Muthu Nadarajan. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Kamaraj College of Engineering and Technology. So in the last video we have studied about the basics in projection of straight lines. So as we all know that there are 5 different combinations like parallel to one plane, perpendicular to other, inclined to other planes. So like that we have 5 different combinations. So let us see it with an example. So example problem we will see. So in this particular case they have given that a line AB 80 mm long has its end A 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So what is this 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP is just imagine this is a straight line, this is point number A and this is point number B. Okay. So this is the point number A and this is a point number B. So this particular point A, so they have given about the end A is 20 mm above HP. So assume there is a horizontal plane here. So here there is a horizontal plane and this particular point A is 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So from the vertical plane it is being in the front 30 mm and horizontal plane it is 20 mm above HP. So the first point A is 30 mm in front of vertical plane and 20 mm above horizontal plane. So like the information they have given. So the information about point B they have not specified. So next there is an important concept called 80 mm line. Okay, so the line AB is 80 mm long, which means the end A and end B, the distance between A B is 80 mm. So that is the true length of the line. So true length is the actual length or the original length of the line. Okay, so this is the true length. Then about end A they have given some information. Then they have given that it is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So it is like this particular line is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So horizontal plane it will be like 0 degree, this is the 0 degree of the horizontal plane, it is being lifted up 30 degrees. So this 30 degree inclination will be visible in this particular vertical plane. So like this 30 degrees they have given. So the true length is 80 mm and inclined about 30 degrees to HP. So this is one inclination. Then the 45 degree about vertical plane. So initially the line will be like this, it is tilted to 30 degrees and again 45 degrees to vertical plane. So the vertical plane will be moving in the front direction. So like this 45 degree. So two inclinations is they have given, one is with respect to HP and another one is with respect to VP. The HP inclination will be visible in the vertical plane and this VP inclination will be visible in the horizontal plane. So that is the information they have given, and draw the projection of the line and find the apparent length. So the apparent length means what are all the length available in the final front view and final top view. So in this case just imagine there is a line in the front, you are seeing this front view will be visible in the vertical plane, and from the top if you are seeing this particular line means this top view will be visible in the horizontal plane. So in vertical plane we will be having front view and in the horizontal plane we will be having the top view. So these are all the two apparent lengths we need to find out. So the front view length of the particular line and the top view length of the particular line we need to determine, and also its inclination. So apparent inclination in the sense what is the inclination of the front view and what is the inclination in the top view. So these data we need to find out. So how to draw this particular projection of lines we will see. So here I am going to draw a horizontal line. So this horizontal line, which is the XY line, is a line, XY is a line which separates both vertical plane and horizontal planes. This is the line. Okay. So here there is a horizontal plane, the horizontal plane and vertical plane meets at XY line. So this is the XY line. Above the XY line there will be your vertical plane and below the XY line there will be your horizontal plane. And also as I already said, in vertical plane we will be having the front view and in the horizontal plane we will be having the top view. Okay. So these are all the basic information we require for the projections of line. So in vertical plane we will be having front view and in horizontal plane we will be having our top view. So what are the information they have given? 20 mm above HP. So above HP means from here, okay, from here to here the information is 20 mm above HP, that is a point. So, I am going to name it as A dash, and also 30 mm in front of VP. So, I am going to name it as A. So, the information about A, they have given 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So, these two information I have plotted, and I am just going to name this as locus of A. So, what is locus mean? Just imagine this is the location of A. So, this is the line where all the locations of A particular points, okay, will be visible. So, this is locus of A, and here the A point will be located. Then the next information they have given is the true length of the line is 80 mm, and theta they have given us, okay. So, the theta value they have given is 30 degrees and phi, which is the 45 degrees. So, these are all the information they have given. So, as I already said, imagine this line is going to be rotated at 30 degrees with respect to HP. Okay. This inclined line will be visible in the vertical plane. So, this 30 degree has to be marked over here. So, I am going to take the protractor like this and mark the point at 30 degrees. So, this 30 degree line needs to be drawn for a length of 80 mm, because the true length they have given is 80 mm at an angle of theta is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. So, this is the first information. So, the true length has to be drawn for a length of 80 mm at an angle of 30 degrees. Similarly, this particular angle 45 degrees will be visible in the horizontal plane. So, 80 mm, same 80 mm at an angle of 45 degrees. Okay. So, 45 degrees and 80 mm. The true length will be same in both the planes. So, okay, the true length of the line will not be going to change in any planes. Okay. So, the true length will be same. So, this is the 80 mm and this is the 45 mm. So, this particular point, okay. So, the end point will be called as locus of B. So, as for A we have stated it as locus of A. Now, for B it is locus of B. So, just check what the information they have given. A line AB of length 80 mm. So, this is the point A and this is the point B. The line distance is 80 mm. Here also A to B is 80 mm. So, these are all the information they have given. So, this is the input condition. Okay. So, these are all the input they have given, and we have plotted the same in the diagram. So, like that, this is called as phi. Then next what we need to do is, we are using rotating line method. So, what we are going to do is, from this particular locus, okay. So, from this particular locus I am going to extract a line up to locus of A, from locus of B to locus of A. Okay. So, from the xy line, the locus of B on the above portion of the xy to the locus of A below the xy line. Okay. So, up to here I need to stop. Similarly, from this locus a line has to be extended up to here, locus of A. Okay. So, these 2 points will be having. Okay. So, we have these 2 different points, 1 and 2. Okay, these points we have identified. Now, take a compass, okay, and measure the distance between this point to this point. So, from here A dash to this particular location, measure the distance and extend an arc. Okay, it will meet at locus of B. So, I am just going to extend a line here. So, this line is called as the front view length. Okay, this particular length of the line will be called as the front view length. Similarly, from here to here I am going to measure the distance in the compass and extend an arc. So, I am going to join these 2 points, though I am going to name it as B dash and B. So, this A to B line will be called as top view length. Okay. So, these are all the information they have asked. So, draw the diagram, draw the projection of the line and find the apparent length they have asked. So, I have find out the apparent length, just measure the distance of this particular line. Okay. Whenever we are drawing this with appropriate scales and protractors and what are the design instruments we require. So, after drawing those things, if you measure the exact length from A to B dash, we will be having, okay. So, A to B dash will be having our front view length. Similarly, if you measure the distance between A to B, okay, if you measure the distance from A to B, that will be called as the top view length. So, this is the apparent length they have asked, and also they have asked us to find out the apparent inclination. So, how to determine the inclination means just measure the angle from this line to this line. Okay. So, this line is called angle is called as alpha. If you are measuring using a protractor, what is the angle from this locus of A line to this front view length line. Okay. So, this is called as alpha. Similarly, locus of A line or line from line A to top view length, this will be called as beta. So, the alpha is the angle, okay, so angle for the front view length line. Similarly, beta is the angle, okay, angle for top view length line. So, this is the required values we need to determine. So, just I will give you a quick hint, just what we are going to do is we are going to mark the location of A. The locus of A needs to be fixed first. So, 20 mm above HP they have given and 30 mm in front of VP. So, I have plotted that and connected it using a, I am just extending a line to name it as locus of A. Then the true length is drawn first, okay, at an angle of 30 degrees in the vertical plane. Similarly, the true length has been drawn in the HP also at an angle of 45 degrees. So, I am going to extend a line from locus of B to locus of A and here also locus of B to A and measuring this distance and extend an arc that has to be met at locus of B. So, this is the front view length and this is the top view length. So, this is the simple method to find out the apparent length and apparent inclination in projection of straight lines concept. So, these are the information we require. We will see some different problems, different kind of problems like here they have given the true length values and the true inclination also. So, if we will be having some other information, then how to draw that also we will see in the coming problem. So, these are all the basic inputs required for the projection of straight line. Thank you.